Hi everyone, welcome to our twin flame reading for February 2021. Wow, I was going to say 2013, then I was going to say 2011. That may mean something to someone. Anyways, this is our February reading. Though we know time is fluid, it doesn't really matter when you find the reading. You'll find it when you're meant to. It's just like a twin flame relationship. There's nothing we need to control. When the timing is right, the timing is right. When the timing is wrong, the timing is wrong. And sometimes that's why I feel like we find ourselves in and out with this person, because sometimes the timing is wrong. My belief through my guides is both have an important journey that they really came to fulfill, and that's different experiences and highs and lows. The same with you, different paths, and then when the time is right, you come together, and it just happens. And I know it's hard to believe that until it actually happens, but I am also on the journey, and that's exactly how it happened for me, so out of the blue. And that didn't mean the work stopped there just from a phone call. No, this is when everything comes to the surface. Um, all the things that you haven't healed within yourself come out. They are showing you that in some way, some form. And, so if you come together, let's say a little too soon, um, you will see the unhealed parts of yourself from this journey in this lifetime. Not from past lifetimes, but from this lifetime. And the same with them. And that's why, we all want it now, right? But, it didn't come to me until I was 55, maybe a little younger. Wow, I forget now. Anyway, enough about that. So, I think the best thing to do in a twin flame relationship is just let go of control. Some people say, well, should I marry? What if I meet a soulmate? Should I marry? Absolutely. That's probably one of the experiences that you wanted to have. I don't know. Okay, anyway. So, we're doing the divine masculine and the divine feminine counterparts. You do not need to be a male to be in divine masculine energy. Remember that, first it's within us, the masculine and the feminine within us, and us finding that balance, and then they finding their balance, and then coming together. So it's sometimes, many times I find that when I think about, I think I was the runner in a way, if I have to put a title on it, and I just feel like I was more of the masculine type energy then. So anyway, we are going to do both. We are going to do the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Somewhat like a conversation. We're going to use two decks. We're going to use the Tarot of Dreams, and then we're going to use the Gilded Tarot for the feminine. I'm going to go ahead and begin. We have the Two of Cups, and we have the Devil next to it. card of Capricorn. I almost find it funny. Um, Almost like a joke. Like one moment I am part of this Two of Cups and this is all about love. And then in the other moment I'm in my, you know, that, I don't know, mystical type energy. So it's almost like two halves of one personality, but this is the divine masculine we're doing though here. I definitely feel the Two of Cups opening this up for him or her. Well, here we go, the High Priestess. I was going to say they must know of you, or because I feel like the spark has already been created within the Two of Cups. And I mean, this person could be coming to a crossroads also, and there's heading your way, let's say, but let's say they're thinking, but if I go that way, it's like of the light, and that means I have to live in that way, right? And it's almost like they're not sure if they're ready. I don't think it's almost like it doesn't have anything to do with you. It's an understanding, whether it's subconsciously or not, that to be a part of this Two of Cups requires a certain energy level. Now, I like seeing that for the feminine. It's saying that she is she's evolving, and she's not accepting less than, right? And then the High Priestess right next to that. So it's interesting though, but I feel so I'm at this crossroads and I can go this way, and this way could be like, going out and having fun and partying and drinking and maybe, who knows. And, I know it's a good time, but I know it's in the same breath not good for me. But sometimes it calls me. And then there's this path where it is of the light. And I feel like they have the opportunity to almost like feel what this path would be about, and understands the beauty of it, I feel, but also has an understanding to really become part of that, right? The two become one. I need to make sure that I can live up to that. So I feel like they're at that kind of a crossroads right now about that. That's not a bad thing. We can't expect any more than right where they're at. This is their journey. I feel lucky that we get a peek into it. Okay, we have the Chariot. Interesting. So this is a card of Cancer. This is an important card, I feel like, in a twin flame reading, because the Chariot comes in as a reward. And it's a reward for some type of, normally, self-work. We may think it's about, how much do I give to the Salvation Army and this and that. But I feel like this is more about you and whoever receives the Chariot and understanding themselves, right? Understanding their part spirit, not part, they are spirit, in a human vessel type of, like, I'm understanding the energy. The Chariot is really a sky is the limit type reward. So, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to take 9 for each of them. We're going to do it in 3 rows. It's interesting. There may be someone who does overindulge in their drinking a little bit, and I feel like if they are, they're moving into the stage, or they're in the stage, but probably, you know, pretty young to it, of learning about, it's like if I have something that tempts me, um, of course, if I can disdain from it, I can overcome it. But do I? And then I feel like, and then there's the root of the problem. So, it's like you get cancer, right? But where did that cancer come from? What caused it? It's like the roots. And I feel like this is what um, they're figuring out. Like, they're, almost seeing it like the King of Pentacles, who, well, actually, the King and the Queen, the King seeing the big picture, and the Queen seeing the important details in between. So I feel like this is someone who is serious. And I have to say, I feel more and more like the temptation is more about, um, I know I can't drink like I'm drinking now, and also um, be committed truly. Because I do feel like, if we're in their head, I kind of feel like, or your head, I kind of feel like, it's not that I'm saying no, to this experience of a twin flame. Not even that I know what that name is right now. It's the feeling that they have, this connection. You can meet someone once and they stay in your mind for the rest of your life. Because there's a connection, there's something, right? Maybe, when you think of them, you think about the time that you're with them, and that's in some way may help you in the future. Anyways, I feel like this person has like a pretty clear understanding of what it would be like in this committed love, um, relationship. And I feel like they know it will be, wonderful. Um, However, I feel like they're being also very realistic. There's something that, they want to look at, they want to solve. Some of you may start to feel more like psychically connected. You also might start to feel like more drawn to like love, like in love stories, or, romances, romance novels. Excuse me. And I think that is just, it's like your body's getting ready to maybe accept. I don't know. Let's keep going. There is the King of Pentacles. Um, Capricorn. Certainly, we have the major arcana for Capricorn. Virgo, Taurus. We have a young Pentacle here, and then we have the King of Pentacles here. You can certainly talk about, um, someone thinking about their maturity level. Almost like they know, um, like if I'm overindulgent, like I know that I do that. I know that I've got to stop. I know that the time is coming soon. I know, it's like I know all that. Um, and I will. And that's the thing, but I think then they come to a realization that this may be a little harder than they thought. There may be something that, they start to abstain from it, and then it's like it calls for them. And I don't feel like it's a person. I feel like it's a substance, honestly. Now, that can be anything. But we do have some water beside it. So many times that to me can feel like drinking. Anyway, let's keep going. We have the Knight of Wands. Well, this is our knight of action. This is our knight who moves, You know, it's like, what's his gasoline? It's passion. It's desire. It's fast moving. Um, Moves before it thinks after it moves. And then we have the wheel. So, destiny. And I have to say, I just feel like this person, no matter what this last card is, this person's just coming to, listen, if I'm living just everyday life, right? Everyday life, I go to work, maybe I hang out with my friends a lot. We go out, we drink, I go home, I go to bed, I get up, I go to work. You know what I mean? It's like we get into the deeply earthly part of it. Um, and we forget about all the spiritual things that are happening around us. Um, and maybe we're meant to for a while, right? But I feel like then comes a time when it just naturally you start to seek more spirituality. I feel like everyone's meant to have this time period where they're not even meant to think about their spirituality. They're meant to figure out Earth. Do you know what I mean? And now that they've had bumps and bruises, it's like spirituality comes in and it's going to help soothe that, right? Help heal that. So, anyways, I feel like that is what's happening to this person over here or people. Um, they're coming to that awareness. It's funny because in this king's higher awareness is this Two of Cups. Now, I know the Two of Cups normally means soulmate, but I want you to understand that that we are doing a twin flame, so it relates to how we're using it in the reading. I hope that makes sense. Okay, I have a feeling it's going to be a long reading. We have the Tower. Interesting. We have the Tower next to the wheel. Then we have the Star. We have the Strength card. It's almost like this person is asking the universe for, um, like, just allow it to come easy to me. Allow it to come to me, but allow it come to me easily. My effort's not required. And I feel like, it's like the universe is replying back. No, no, this is something you need to learn, right? This is coming. It has to come from your pain, from your experiences, and it's about learning who you are. Like you're, to me, the Strength card is all about um, going within and then understanding like you are the center of the universe, right? You are spirit. You are connected as above, so below. Um, you're not alone. All of that. But this is really learning how to pick myself up and dust myself off and keep going, right? Um, it's the wisdom from learning through the experiences, and I feel like you know this person at one point would it's like it knows what they want, and even knows what they have to sacrifice, and that is their crossroads, right? And I feel like it's almost like they're negotiating with divine at this crossroad. Can't I go here and also keep a little bit of here, keep that? And again, I'm not feeling it's like other women or other men, that type of thing. I mean, it could be, but I don't feel that. I feel it's more about something that, you know, maybe you don't want them drinking every weekend, all weekend, and that's what they do now, or something. I don't know. Anyways, I feel like yes, the universe is saying yes, we're going to help you um, reach this ultimate goal, right? And I feel like it's a level, um, it's a lightness, but yes, they have to do the work, no doubt. They have to. they have to examine this Tower. And then we have the Five of Swords that wants to come out with that also. And I feel like this is all one little piece right here. So we have the Tower, right? We have the Strength card, so we know that this person can overcome this Tower. Oh, however, we also see the Five of Swords in there, and I have to tell you, I feel like what this is feeling like is my part. Like they have to realize their part within that tower, like almost like 50-50. You know, the 5 and 5 is the, you know, anyway. Anyway, this is all things that this person can overcome and is probably supposed to learn. Some things I don't feel like are meant to come easy. I feel like they have to really reach out. They've got to grow. They've got to learn. I feel like they do. I feel like, you know, how I said in the beginning about you trying to like letting go of control as much as you can. Almost like, you know, I'm just living my life. And what happens, you know, what happens, whatever catches up to me, whatever I meet on my path, you know, I'll look at it then. But I feel like there is this awareness, and probably psychically, or telepathically, but it doesn't even have to be that strong, just of what will be, what will be. And not even that, I feel like they're having awareness of how it could be also. But here is like their block of work, and it's connected to the wheel. So this may be something that they repeat, and it may be saying, well, something of this lower nature has to go, for this to be all that it needs to be, right? I feel like if it comes and you're on a twin flame journey, there's got to be some stipulations, got to be some rules, right? There's got to be some, you know, probably sometimes it's like, oh, okay, we're gonna let you try it your way. Go for it. You're not ready. We know that. Spirit knows that, right? But go for it. Try it. You know, we wish you the best. And then, boom, the Tower starts out as the Two of Cups, though. So I feel like this time it's different, though. I don't know. Okay, let's add in the divine feminine. Maybe she, he can help us with this. Seems pretty clear. We're going to look for synchronicities, of course. And I feel like many times we find them. Oh, careful where you grab a candle. Okay, let's give him a cut. Bring this down a little bit. We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. It's interesting that the masculine's got the Page of Pentacles right in the middle of the spread. So I feel like, you know, this is about, Page of Pentacles is about a path of knowledge, where I'm seeking knowledge, and I'm receiving it. Could talk about both of you being on that type of particular path. And I feel like here you are, with the Page of Pentacles, like all holding that pentacle up, and out for everyone to see, like, I did it. Here, look, I did it. I did it. I received the pentacle. I passed the test. And I feel like over here, he's like, well, I don't have the pentacle yet, right? It's what I'm working on, but I don't have it yet. So it's almost like just different time periods. Doesn't mean somebody can't catch up. That's up to each individual, I feel like. Okay. Look at this. We have the Two of Cups. So, definitely connected, right? Clearly, this must be, like, psychically connected. And of course, that's always, anyway. That's eternal. But this may be feeling it, like starting to feel it. It's interesting. You both have that. And then you have the Nine of Wands. So, I feel like, well, no wonder you're showing your pentacle off here. Nine of Wands talks about, like, all I've been through. But the Nine of Wands is a reminder of, like, I think of someone who maybe is building a house from, nothing but the trees around me and how they used to do it. And, when you start to build it in the shape that you're in and you get tired and but by the time that you put that last nail in the house, it's like here you have this big, strong, muscular, strong body, stamina, all of that, right? Which is the reward of the hard work. Knowing that each of the step, I feel like in the Nine of Wands, it's a real realization of understanding where I've been and what I've seen and what I've learned and how I've grown. Because it's not about judging yourself. It's not about what you didn't do. It's about what you did do. You know, um, Whatever it is, and I feel like the Nine of Wands. It's like he comes down to his knee, and I feel like I'm finished. Like this is it. I did it. Right? I did it. And here is that big bright pentacle. And let me talk about bringing something into the physical world. But the Two of Cups is in between that. The Nine of Wands also talks about your focus. Wherever you put your focus is what you'll grow. So, okay, let's keep going. Okay, I'm going to keep them. Alright, we have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. We have the Four of Pentacles. Something's coming right to your house, almost. It's like coming to your door, knocking on your door. We have the Death card, and I don't mean that. Card of Scorpio. Interesting how he said that. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Excuse me. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Look at this. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Two of Swords. It's funny. I'm going to stop right here because what I feel like, almost like a conversation is happening. Almost like showing us when the time comes, right? I feel like here you are, or they, it can be reversed, but someone who has done a lot of the hard work, kept going, where others would fall and crash, I'd pick myself up and do it again. I don't know, but I feel like it's like, you know, you've grown from your cycles. You've grown from them, and there's a reward, and it's the Page of Pentacles, and there you are, like holding it brightly. And the Ace of Pentacles is down here. It's like, well, we can connect them together, right? So this Pentacles that you're holding is next to the Two of Cups. But this Pentacle is next to the Four of Wands. And I find that the Four of Wands is just beautiful in this reading. I don't know what I'm still holding, but I have to say this to me, this is the true commitment. This is two people who want to, couldn't imagine not being in each other's lives. It doesn't mean life is easy. It doesn't guarantee anything. Maybe the work has just begun. But you're doing it together. And because you want to. So I feel like it is happening just as it should. Anyway, so here is this knight, and coming directly to the Four of Pentacles energy, and a lot of times to me that feels like your homestead. And here's the Ace of Pentacles under it, right? But the Death card is here. Now that could just mean it's a Scorpio for many of you, but it could also mean that, here at the Nine of Wands, it didn't do the 10. And that's okay. It's okay to skip that 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is where I feel like now I'm taking on other people's, I'm carrying other people's responsibilities. I'm putting their responsibilities on my back. The 9 is more of an independent energy. And, and then with the Death card under that, that may just simply mean, like, I don't know, like passing over the 10 of Wands. It's like accepting this ace. And the Two of Cups is like at your head. And the Four of Wands is over here in your future sector. Backed up by the Ace of Pentacles. What else do I have? I have, look at that, the Lovers. We're going to do it just like we did over here. I have the Page of Cups. And I have the Ace of Swords. Now, what a different outcome, right? First of all, I know you can't see the cards that well, but I'm telling you, over here feels like darker energy, but I can see the light, and over here I feel very lightful, like more experiences of the light coming, just starting to naturally come to me. Why? Because I'm naturally starting to be in that energy. And therefore the universe keeps sending it to me, right? And it may be, again, activating, your heart centers. I don't know if this person eventually, it's funny because this feels like their younger self and their self today. And I don't know if they're going to, like, physically knock at your door. What's the knight carrying? The knight's carrying a cup. Cup. Well, here's the Two of Cups. He's carrying the cup. So, we do have the Two of Swords. That's one way to look at it. This would be how I would look at it when I was in this energy, in the Tower energy, and blaming the Tower, and being pissed off at the Tower, and thinking it's the universe's fault. And the universe is like, you have to look at your part, because until you look at your part, you're doomed to repeat it. So, there's that energy. But then I feel like, again, this person being on a path of knowledge, both of you, I just feel like you receive your degree sooner. That's all. But, how interesting. Both of you have the Two of Cups. How interesting that you end this reading with the Four of Wands. What am I holding? The Two of Swords. And by the way, we have the Seven of Pentacles down here. To me, the Seven of Pentacles talks about, I feel like it's the chapters of your life, maybe the cycles of your life. And each seed may be something different. One can be of love, I want now in my physical world. One can be of abundance or creativity. Maybe I want to be an artist, and um, that's the seed that I'm watering and growing right now. Now, don't think when you're watering and you're growing these seeds, you're leaving love out. No, you're just opening yourself up to the universe because you're doing your soul's desire. So this is about a soul's desire to me, the Seven of Pentacles. This is a seed that I had planted, that we had planted within universal time to happen at approximately a certain time in our lives, right? In our lives. I do feel maturity. So I do feel it took some time. Maturity needed to happen. And again, I feel like each their own, even if you tried it, and that may be the tower, right? We've done this and crashed and burned. I just feel like now wasn't then wasn't the time. Then wasn't the time. And each their own time. Each their own time. And we have to grant each other the time because there's the lessons in there. And we want, listen, this is about learning the lessons of the soul. So the soul can have true growth. It's like further education, right? It's like you learn about it in heaven, but now, you get to experience it. Maybe it's just like, think about when you were, spirit in heaven, and maybe you're reading books of these earthly type of love affairs, and it's something you wanted, and now is the time. To me, it's that magical, but it's also just reality. Anyway, here's the Lovers. Wow. Um, and the Ace of Swords to me is my yes card. So I feel like this may be where someone's even proposing marriage, proposing moving in together, whatever it is. I feel like it's interesting that we go from the Two of Cups to the Lovers, which the Lovers many times is part of the twin flame experience, I feel. Um, so I find that interesting. Almost like maybe I think they're a soulmate, and maybe that's just what I'm supposed to think. Here are they really my twin flame. And you know what? You'll know that when you're meant to know that. Don't try to force it. Again, this is about, I almost feel like letting go of control. Keep doing that. I don't know. Keep having those experiences that expand your soul, and just know, and I feel like, the Nine of Swords or Nine of Wands is important also because it's talking about understanding that the cycle before now, or the cycle that I'm just ending, or the cycle I just ended, there was a lot it could teach me. And I feel like, it wasn't for nothing. I feel like it is also a seed, and it may be getting you to the place of maybe being able to handle this love. Both of you. Both of you. But both of you requested this journey. And because you requested it, it's almost like you can let go of it, and just know. Just know. And that's just really love, anyways, because when love starts to move in the atmosphere, it's almost like electricity, right? It's almost like you start getting static electricity where you had none. There's just something within you. The chemistry is changing, putting out into the universe, Um, I don't, this sounds horrible, but I'm thinking like a dog in the heat. You know, it's just like it will penetrate the universe, and when it's meant to happen, it happens. So, how beautiful that you have the Four of Wands, guys. I feel like it, you know, yes, it's a process. And nowhere does it say stop living your life. Quite the opposite. Grow your life. Have experiences. Um, and just trust and know. Anyway, here it is. And I'm not going to argue it. Um, give them the time that they need if you choose, or just know that that's what's going on. But for some reason, again, I feel like there's this connection, like this mental connection more. And this could talk about even connecting, like maybe I connect through some type of social media first. Um, but I don't know. I don't know why. I feel like this person knows, like wants to knock on your door. And I mean that in a very safe way. Okay, I don't mean that anybody from the past has been abusive, anything like that. But I do kind of feel like they come to your door. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there so it's not too long. I love you, as always. I wish you Godspeed on your journey to your twin flame. You'll get there. Live your life. Have fun. I will see you next time. Bye bye.